Alrighty, are you ready for a challenge? Because I certainly am, and I found one as well. In this drum video, we're going to take a look at the amazing drum fill solo idea that occurs 5 minutes and 2 seconds into the song Fear of a Blank Planet by Porcupine Tree, drums by the drumming wizard, Mr. Gavin Harrison, one of my all-time favourite drummers of all time. I love this guy, and this lick is just an incredible idea that he pulls out the bag. So like I say, it occurs 5 minutes and 2 seconds into the song. Let's take a look at it now. So the drum fill itself is 2 bars long, and it's best to count it in 4/4, even though the preceding section that started before the drum fill is in 5/4, so there are 5 beats per bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The actual drum fill works best if you count it in 4/4, I find. So we're counting 4 beats per bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's take a look at the first half of the drum fill first. That makes sense. And we're playing through 16th notes. Now Gavin throws in some 32nd notes, but we'll get to those in a second. So the first bar is counted 4 notes per beat, and we're counting 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, 3 E-ender, 4 E-ender. 16th notes. 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, 3 E-ender, 4 E-ender, 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, 3 E-ender, 4 E-ender. And the way Gavin splits those 16ths up is to play groups of 6. So the grouping of 6 is 5 notes on the hand and 1 bass drum note. Now, what Gavin does later on is he doubles up that bass drum note, but we'll come to that in a moment. Let's take a look at the basic pattern first. So the hands are playing right, left, left, and then 1 bass drum foot. So right, left, left, bass. Right, left, left, bass. Right, left, left, bass. Right, left, left, bass. Now, the more observant of you might have noticed that the hand sticking is identical to the first 5 notes of the rudiment known as the paradiddle-diddle. Now, I didn't name it, stupid name I know, but if you haven't heard of the paradiddle-diddle before, it's basically a paradiddle with a diddle added to the end, hence the name. So we get right, left, and then left, left at the end. Right, left, left. And there are 2 ways of playing it generally. You can accent the first note only, or the first 2 notes. So the first 2 notes accented sound like this. All 6 notes played smoothly and evenly. And then the other way is playing just the first note accented. If you do it this way and you put your right hand on the ride cymbal, guess what pops out? Just happens to fall in the same notes as you play the jazz ride pattern, the famous ostinato you play on the ride cymbal for jazz. Just fill in the gaps with the left hand and you've got the paradiddle-diddle. Anyway, just a bit of extra information there for you. What we're doing is we're taking the first 5 notes of that only and then replacing the last note, which would have been a double left, when you're playing the 1 left and then the bass drum as the last note. So we get right, left, left, bass. Not left, left at the end, but left, bass. Right, left, left, bass. Right, left, left, bass. And accent the first note only. Trying to get it smooth. A cool lick anyway. I think it's naturally as triplets. We're going to be playing through 16th notes in a moment, but this is it's a 6-note pattern. Right, it feels naturally in triplets, right? So right, left foot. Now what we're going to do next is add the next level of complexity, and we're going to double up the bass drum note into 2 32nd notes. So we're still playing a 6-note grouping, but that last 6th note is going to be replaced with 2 bass drum notes that take up the same space as the 1 bass drum note. So the 2 notes start in the same position as the 1 bass drum note would have started, but we're just doubling up, playing another note straight after it, leading into the next grouping of 6. So it goes from this into this. And you can try and alternate. I'm focusing on my left, in my case, my left bass drum foot. You'll be doing your right foot, I'm sure. I'm focusing where the left foot falls. It's falling on the 6th note, even when I double it up. So you want to get those notes to roll smoothly and not let the 2 bass drum notes slow down the hands. Don't let the bass drum notes slow down the hands. Make sure that the hands flow smoothly. So let's move on to this bit now, because we're going to now start orchestrating the hands the way Gavin does it. And what he does is he plays the note that falls before the two bass drum notes up on the open hi-hat with his left hand. So we actually get this. That's the first orchestration idea that happens, and then the next idea that Gavin does is he alternates the first note of each six onto a different drum. So it starts the first note on the snare drum, and then the next group of six starts on the floor tom, move back to the snare drum afterwards to play the rest of the other six notes, and then the third grouping is played on the snare drum again, and the lick ends on the floor tom. So we're playing, for the first bar, 1 E and a 2 E, and the first note is played on the snare drum. Then the next group of six starts on the and of 2, and we get and a 3 E and a, and that grouping of six starts on the floor tom. And then we get 4 E and a 1 E, because it goes into the next bar, 6 notes long, which starts on the snare drum. And the last note is going to fall on the and of 1 of bar 2. Sorry, the of beat 1 of bar 2. It's going to fall on the floor tom. Like we're going to start another 6, but we're not. We're going to end it there, just for now. So it sounds like this, slowly. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a bit faster. To get the accent nice and smooth, and to get the bass drum nice and smooth, and just make it sound smooth. You know, it is a tricky lick to get to make sound perfect, but with a bit of practice, you can get that sounding quite nice. Okay, so let's take a look at the next part of the drum fill now, the last part. So what we got to do, from beat 4 of bar 1, we got the last grouping of 6 that starts on the snare drum. And then that last floor tom note, which we ended here before, which ends on the of beat 1 of bar 2, we're going to replace that with 3 more notes played on the floor tom. And they're going to flow from the double bass drum as 30-second notes. So we're going to keep the same tempo to move from the feet up to the floor tom. Before we just end it like this, now we're going to go. Again, 5 notes in a row, all played at the same speed as each other, because the first 2 of those floor tom notes are 30-second notes, and the last one is a 16th note. So sounds like this. So the last grouping of 6 from beat 4 of bar 1. Okay, so that's how we get into the next part. Like that. Okay, so those 3 notes take us to beat 2 of bar 2, where we play 8th note triplets. Now, 8th note triplets, we have 3 notes per beat, so we're counting 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 for the last part of the drum fill. And what Gavin does is he plays the 2 triplet, starts the triplet with the left hand, which is quite weird to feel. Left hand on the floor tom, 2 triplets up on the high medium tom here, left, right, left, and then what we get for beat 3 is we get like a Herter pattern. So you've heard of the Herter before, where we're playing 4 notes and the first note, sorry, 3 notes and the first note is doubled. It's called the Herter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're playing a Herter triplet on beat 3. 3 triplets, 3 triplet. In fact, we play 3 triplets, left hand on the high tom before the snare drum gets played, accented on beat 4 with the right hand. So the hands move up and around the toms in a really cool way and end on the left hand on the snare drum on beat 4 of the bar before the next bar of groove kicks in on the song. Really cool idea. So bar 2 is very hard to count slowly, but I'm going to give it a go. Here's what bar 2 sounds like slowly. So I'm going to sort of come in halfway through the grouping of 6 from the previous section. In fact, it starts on the left hand on the hi-hat on beat 1, so just to make it really nice and awkward. Sounds something like this. 1 E and a 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. 1 E and a 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. 1 E and a 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. 1 E and a 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. Quite hard to count. Sort of use your ears best you can to get through it, but that's what it sounds like. So before we end the video, what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to play the whole lick a few times for you. First of all slowly, then at a medium tempo, then at a faster tempo, and then as you saw at the beginning of this video, I'll play it again for you at the end at actual tempo. So here's what that sounds like. So there you go. I hope I didn't freak you out with technicalities. Fills like this are very technical when you see them written on the page. They can really intimidate beginner, intermediate drummers who get freaked out by those weird subdivisions and weird notations, and they certainly would me as well. And even once you've had years of experience transcribing and reading music, it's still a complicated rhythm to read and count. But what you can do is you can break it down like I showed you there and learn the individual licks. You've got a really cool 6-note pattern which you can use in loads of other ways in your drumming. So even if you can't play the whole thing, you can take bits out of it and have fun. You've got Herter in there as well. You've got all kinds of cool stuff to look at. It's a really good fun drum fills to try and learn. So if you've got any problems or questions with that, then find me on Facebook. Type in Drums the Word into Facebook and you'll find me. Please like my page and you can ask questions there. That's the best place to ask me. Thank you very much for watching this video and for all your support. Your likes and your comments are greatly appreciated. Please share this video if you found it useful. Yeah, you can also check out my Drum Masters video song pack. There's a link beneath this video with loads and loads of cool features. 6 DVD box set, hundreds of videos and charts and ebooks. So please do check that out. All right then, see you next time. Happy drumming.